All right, I cleaned the place off on the surface plate so we can set up and do that 35 scribe line so I know how to clock the rings, the oil rings for cutting the little cuts, what do you call them? It's where the oil is going to go through. It wipes the oil off, and in between the two, the ring has a groove going around it, and you cut a slot all the way through. And what it does is it wipes the oil, and then it can go into the inside and back down into the lower end. Hope I explained it. Anyway, I needed to clean off the surface plate in order to get this set up. I was trying to figure out a way of marking that 35 degrees, but I think I've come up with a way. So we're going to swing you over here to the surface plate. I got you on autofocus again. Hopefully it'll be all right because we're just working on the surface plate. And I just picked the center of the surface plate as the focal point. Get my fixture over here. Fixture and my part. Might have to knock these dowels or put different dowels in. I didn't allow for that. Doggone it. I might just clamp on the end of it. That should work. I got paper down to clean my edges, or clean my things up that I set on the surface plate to keep the surface plate clean. Because I just cleaned it. So what I'm going to do, I need to tip it up at 35. Trying to think of a way of holding on to it. It's more chips here. So if I go that way, how about if I tip it this way? That might work. That might work. I gotta get at least one clamp, maybe two. Can't twist clamps. Small ones. Okay. And we will clamp this up here like that. It's going to ride on the center line pin, so it'll go up like that. Trying to do this one-handed, you know, turn the clamp tight. Come on. Like that. I don't have enough room to get another clamp in over there, but that's okay. Then we'll get either my phone or my angle, my angle. Digging through my cabinet here. I don't see it. So I must have it out somewhere. Alright, so we'll take the phone out then. And get the right app here. If I can find it. There we go. This works pretty good. So we'll go set it like that on my surface plate, and we're going to zero it, if I remember how to zero it. Can't remember how to just zero it. Right like that. And you can see we're sitting at only 17 degrees. So we got to go up like that. Go up quite a ways. This is aluminum, otherwise that AccuAngle's got a magnetic. Okay. Wow, we're pretty close right there. I'd say close enough. I don't know if you're seeing that. Let's see where you're at. You should have been able to see that. It's about 35 degrees. Pretty damn close. So we got that set. So we got the fixture turned up at 35. Now if I put this on and line up the two that I'm going to use, because we've moved it 35 that way. So if we were at 0, yeah, so it'd be this one right here. So it would be this and this hole. Before I do that, I want to pick up center line of that dowel. Alright, so bring a high stand over here and wipe the bottom. Alright. Indicator, take this out of here. We're going to need this. This is the scribe that we're going to be scribing with. So we'll lay that right there. We need to pick up up, drop. All right, let's see if I can find. Here it is. Here it is. Looking for my little holder for the indicator. Get an indicator. And put that on there. All right. And we'll come over here and we'll pick up the top of that dowel. Turn it so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to pick up the top of that dowel pin. Wow, got it right there. And then we're going to go, now we're going over to our Cadillac gauge here. Now, I've heard people call them different names. High stand. It's not a high stand. This is a high stand. It's high. I've heard them called the high stand. It's not a high stand. It's a Cadillac. The only thing I've ever heard them called is a Cadillac gauge. And we're going to get our reading off of there. It's exactly 4 inches, 228. All right, so now where'd my pen go? Here we go. Okay, so we're at 4 inches, 228. And right on, it's I mean, it's not even a tenth. Okay, so it's 250 so up there, so we got to subtract 125 from that. So it's 4 inches 103 right to the center line of that dowel. All right, take this out. Put our scriber in. Now you can do this, set the scribe a lot of different ways. If you want it exact dead on, you go over here and set it at that center line, 4 inches 103. I'll show you how to do it exact, because I've got my this little high stand here. We'll use it. Put the indicator back in that. You can go over there and feel. I could go over here and feel it, you know, on the step, or I can go here and I can do one better, and I can get it dead on, so that it's set exactly. So you go over here to the 4 inches 103 mark. All these steps here, and I'm just going to go. I'm going in on the underside of the step now. Actually, I don't want to go. I want to go on the top side of the step. All right. Okay, so that's set at the top side of the step at 4 inches 103. So now we come over here, take our high stand, and we bring that up. We bring that up on that, and we lock it. That's it. So now we got that set. So now we got to figure out which hole we want to go into. And since we turned it that way, which would be that way. So it would be turning that way. So we want that hole. Correct? We turned it that, yep. That hole. just like that. I'm just going to hold it there while I scribe the mark. And I want to get a good scribe mark. I'm going all the way across it. It's moving around here, but it should be all right. It's a carbide scribe that I made for it. So there we go. Plain as day now. You can see right which way it should be. So now, when I put that on there, when I put that ring on there, I want to clock to that. So I had a ring set up. All right, we're going to go back to the mill here, but the first thing I want to do, okay, so I get over there. Oh, the first thing I want to do is set the height of the wheel cutter, of the slitting saw. So the first thing is to knock any little burrs off, because we don't want to pick them up. We want to be flat on this surface, so we want to make sure there's no I'm just taking a stone around it because I thought I felt a little bit of an edge poking up, and we don't want that. All right. Now I'm going to have to move you back to the mill. So we're going to cut away here, and I'll get you set up over by the mill.